So it seems like as time goes on, we've slowly begun entering into more of a battle between six scale companies here, official six scale companies. Obviously, third parties and Hot Toys have been having issues where forever with like the third party putting something out and then Hot Toys deciding that they were going to put something out or teasing something. That's a whole thing. That's a whole other thing we'll talk about at some point. Right now, we're talking about the battle between Inart, the newer six scale company from Queen Studio, and Hot Toys, who's been around for God knows how long, and how they are now semi competing with some things. And you can see that InArt has actually been causing Hot Toys to improve their quality overall. So it's a good thing. So we're gonna go over a few of the figures, and it's like a which one would you rather kind of thing. I'm not saying like I know which one I would get, but I'm not gonna say just to. Well, maybe I will. So I'll say what I'm gonna get or what I would get based on my biases. And then we're just gonna get right into it here, starting with the Joker, since this is the first one that InArt's put out, and this is the most recent one Hot Toys has put out. So for the every time InArt is going to be on the left, and Hot Toys is going to be on the right. Obviously, you can see by the giant Hot Toys logo, and already you can see there is some real differences between these two. The tie is different colors. The undershirt it's a lot more vibrant on the InArt one. The jacket The jacket looks a lot more weathered on the InArt one. Hot Toys looks a little bit more bulky on the body. Head sculpts are obviously very different. InArt's going for a more like casually serious look, whereas Hot Toys has a very specific, slightly open mouth look. Even the green on the shirt, the Hot Toys one is bright, more vibrant as opposed to the InArt one, which is a lot more weathered. So I've got this in three sections here where I've got just a base picture, I've got the head sculpts compared, and then I've got just what it come with. Um, so with head sculpts, I know Hot Toys has two, and I'll put the other one here on screen if I remember to, just so you can kind of see it. They both have moving eyeballs because Hot Toys is making sure that everything does now because InArt does, and even some third parties have started doing that overall. Moving eyes should just be the standard for pretty much every figure. Unless for some odd reason they very much can't, like maybe a bald character like Rex. I could understand like if they're like, oh, we can't make Rex, but that was before they started doing this. Yeah, you can see the head sculpts are drastically different. The makeup on the InArt one is very. I don't know if it's because of the lighting of these production photos that they did, but the lighting on the like just the red on the mouth looks much more vibrant than the Hot Toys one, which looks more of a pinkish. Obviously, they both have rooted hair. InArt is a little bit easier to come by. The Hot Toys one is going to be a very limited exclusive one. You could see there's definitely some difference in the head sculpt between the two. The InArt one, the jaw isn't as pointed, or the chin, I should say. The Hot Toys one's got a very pointed chin from this angle. The InArt one has a lot more of the skin coming out from under the paint, whereas the Hot Toys one has more of the wrinklies, kind of like blinding it up. Either way, they both look really good. I have the InArt one, so I really don't need this Hot Toys one. I love the InArt one, other than the fact that the magnetic feet thing isn't really that great. So he's on a figure stand now. I have the sculpted hair one because I didn't want to get the rooted hair with this one because it's not like make or break for me. There will be ones like Paul Atreides where I will be getting rooted hair, but that's not this one. And then they both come with a large array of things. They both come with a lot of cash, some cards. Hot Toys does come with a few more guns, like the shotgun. There's a few more knives in there. The InArt one comes with the regular like butterfly knife, right? That's what it is. But obviously, InArt, if you get the deluxe version, comes with the jail cell display base as well, which is really cool. And if you're wondering about price, so with prices, the standard, which is the one With the sculpted hair is 400. Premium is the regular rooted hair one is 850, and if you wanted the two rooted hair ones for whatever reason, they're not really a difference, I guess. So you could display it in both ways. Like on the left, it's just about 1300, and then the Hot Toys one, the normal is about 300. There's not really a confirmed price yet. I mean, there is, but it's kind of fluctuating. And then the premium edition is estimated around $600. So there is some definite difference. I think Hot Toys is able to produce these a lot easier than say Inart right now, because they're the way they do things has been so refined, where it's like a machine. They know exactly what they're doing. And not saying that Inart doesn't, but Inart hasn't been making 6 scale figures. Queen Studios has been making statues forever, so it's a different ball game kind of. Oh, Hot Toys also comes with the little foot knife. I didn't even see that. Also, the shoes are different. In case you were wondering, the shoes are indeed different. They're a different color. I don't know if it's like that in the actual figure. Hold on. The actual figure is a lot more green. Oopsies! I guess we're going to the next one. But the actual figure shoes are actually green. Let me make sure I didn't skip one. Alright, so Pennywise. I'm not a huge It person, so it doesn't really matter to me. But you can definitely tell there's a lot of differences here. Hot Toys, their figure is a lot cleaner. There's two versions of this figure, and the only difference is the head sculpts. The head sculpt, obviously, on the Hot Toys one still has the fun floppy hair, but the Inart one has more the like matted down hair for the scary face, which looks a lot more scary. That scary face looks a lot more scary in the Inart one than it does on the Hot Toys. Not saying the Hot Toys one doesn't look great. I'm not quite sure why Inart even did this one, since Hot Toys has done such a great job with theirs. You can see the regular head sculpt here. They definitely both look really good. Hot Toys' head looks a lot more cracked than the Inart one. Maybe that's just the lighting. And the Hot Toys one definitely looks a bit more dirty than the Inart one. But again, that could just be lighting at the time. But they both look really good, I will say. Hot Toys and Inart both nailed it. I don't know. I don't think Inart has put this one out yet for actual release. I know it's pre-orderable, but I don't know if it's released yet. I think Joker is still the only one that's released. Um, and then accessories, they both come with around the same stuff, except for the Hot Toys one comes with a few more things: a hand, a skateboard, a Jack in the Box. I've never seen this movie, so I don't know what any of these accessories mean. I just put it in here because I wanted people to see it. The Inart one comes with this cool display base or display stand thing. I like that. I don't know how much range of movement you get out of that. And then the Hot Toys one comes with this thing, which has a little head, I believe, in it, so it's like scary. It's like, oh my god, he's in there. Obviously, this one has rooted hair or sculpted hair options, and you can see that there. So the premium A is 449. The premium B is 449 because that's just either you get this head sculpt or you get this head sculpt. And then the deluxe is 584 and you get both. I believe it's just defaultly rooted hair. I don't think that has sculpted hair. And the price for the Pennywise for Hot Toys was 267. You can still probably find it somewhere. Moving on to Batman. So originally I had the original production photos for Batman, which you can see here, aren't as accurate. And then I remembered that they had put out the updated photos, and I was like, all right, so these both look really good together. I think Inarts has had theirs on display a few times, and it looks really good. I don't remember last time Hot Toys put that on display to show, but they do both look really good. Inarts is a lot more like gray on black, like lighter gray on black, where Hot Toys is a little bit more dark gray with the black. So they kind of like blend together a bit more. Like you see the chest stands out a bit more on the Inart one than it does on the Hot Toys one. And I'm not saying the Hot Toys one is bad. I do really like the way the Hot Toys one looks. The Inart one obviously is a lot more money, so hopefully it would be uh just better overall. Head sculpts. Hot Toys, the original head sculpt was the one on the right, the far right, and it was kind of meh. But then they added the one with the messy hair as well, and it definitely does look better. Obviously, Inart has their rooted hair. They also have the sculpted hair, which looks a lot like the Hot Toys one. They've also got a regular Bruce Wayne, which has both those hairs as well. But we're not talking about that because Hot Toys does not have a Bruce Wayne. So obviously they both look good. You can see the Inart one's got a bit different sculpt around the jawline. He looks a lot more refined as opposed to the Hot Toys one, which is a little bit more rounded out. Again, they both look really good. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think you'd have to get these both in hand to really be able to tell, without obviously the rooted hair being a the deciding feature, because the rooted hair does look really good overall. I'm shocked how good that looks in that picture. Usually rooted hair does not look that good. Trust me, I have Arkham Knight Batgirl. It does not look that good. And then we have what they come with. They both come with about the same stuff as you can see here. The Inart one comes with all the cards. The Hot Toys one, obviously, this is the deluxe version, so it comes with that wingsuit thing, the stairs. Does he not come with the grapple gun by default? That's a little weird. I didn't even realize that. And then he's got the background that no one will ever use. So he doesn't come with one card. Oh no, he comes with a grapple gun. What is this other gun? Why can't I remember what that is? Whatever, it'll come back to me eventually. But then, yeah, so they both come with about the same amount of stuff. Inart comes with this an empty cowl, so he could be holding it. Oh no, I guess the Hot Toys one does too. You can see in this little picture that he's holding an empty cowl. All right, they both look really good. This one's completely up to your personal preference, which one you want, how much money you want to spend. Obviously, there's the prices. Inart, the standard is $399 and the premium is $504. Hot Toys, the collector's edition is $300 and the deluxe is $375. So it's not drastic of a price difference between the deluxe and the premium Inart. So really, you could go either way. And then finally, the reason I've made this video is because we have this Superman that they've just shown off. And I put the black suit Superman since it's our most recent Superman, even though it's not accurate for color-wise. But the Man of Steel Superman is kind of old at this point. So, just going here, you can see there is drastic difference in the bodies. You can see he's a lot less padded in the legs. The arms look drastic. Everything looks drastically different body-wise for Inart than it does for Hot Toys. And it looks really good. It does look really good. I'm not a big fan of the angry head sculpt, though. We'll get into that. So we have the angry head sculpt here. Hot Toys has more of like the teeth, and the Inart kind of looks like he's just kind of like a child who's about to start crying, or he's like an angry kid who got told he can't have a toy. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of this head sculpt. I'm not sure what they were going for here. I do like the Hot Toys one a bit better. Just expression wise, I just think it looks better for angry. This one just, like I said, it looks more pouty. I'm not sure if the eyes light up yet because they haven't actually like unveiled. Like this is their first time showing it off, and it looks really good. Like I said, everything about it. That cape looks fantastic. I hope that it feels as good as it looks. Then we have the regular head sculpt, which definitely isn't a step up. Hot Toys has been using the same head sculpt for Henry Cavill for quite a while, and it definitely needed an update, and it looks really good. That somebody has finally gone through and updated it, and I'm very excited to see if they do rooted. I don't know how they would do rooted hair, but I'm excited to see if they would do rooted hair for this. I'm very curious. There's some things I definitely don't think they do rooted hair for, because I know they have like a Ben Affleck Batman that they're gonna do, and all these things, and I'm just intrigued to see what they do here. So we don't have a price for this one yet, but we do have about an estimated price for the black suit Superman. I just used the regular blue and red from Justice League, and I just used that price. I called it a day, since it's pretty much half of what it was anyway, because he came with Nightmare Batman. So about $245. So I could guess this guy, the Superman, without, if it doesn't have rooted hair, will probably go somewhere around. What did the Batman go for? Yeah, he'd probably go for like 400, which isn't the worst thing in the world, especially again because that cape looks really good. That cape looks really, really good, especially with this weird like diorama display they have around it. But yeah, so there's a few of the Inart versus Hot Toys things we've got going on. there's definitely going to be some more comparisons later on because they have Batman's and they had the Dark Knight. They're going to do the Justice or the Batman v Superman Batman. They're doing another Wonder. They're doing a Wonder Woman. They're doing a lot of things that Hot Toys is either done or not doing at all. So stay tuned to see all that. I'll be here keeping you up to date with all of it. Remember, if you watch this video to this point right here, then you're a silly guy. You're a silly guy for watching up to this point. But you should definitely subscribe because I'm a silly guy too. And we could be like silly guys together. I think that'd be fun.